This segment brought to you by Benchmade Knives, made in USA.
Mike was up at midnight, ready to go.
Worried, yeah. Got to get there.
Went a long ways in the dark, tripped and fell I don't know how many times. But once we got up high into that country, it's very open. You can see forever. Where I thought the elk would be, they weren't in there. Mike spotted a different bull. Decided not to go after that because we wanted to go find the elk that we had spotted the night before. And the wind was just howling up there. It was tough conditions. It was cold. He couldn't stay warm. I couldn't stay warm glassing. It was miserable.
Yeah, you can see, I mean, that wind was blowing as hard as you can, about as bad as it gets when you're trying to hunt.
I haven't been on a hunt where the wind was blowing like that. So we had that against us. And so trying to figure out how to get around and find these elk without the wind killing us was another situation. But we got lucky and hit a ridge line that it wasn't going so bad and peeked over into the space, and then sure enough, we found those elk that we'd spotted the night before. And we were able to use the terrain to get within shooting distance. And once we got set up, there had been some elk bedding, and the bull was still pre-rutting a little, or post-rutting a little bit. He was still acting like he wanted some more cows. So he would never settle down enough for us to get steady. And not only that, Mike we were so cold, the wind was blowing. We were on that ridge line trying to figure out how to get a shot, and the wind was hitting Mike, so there would be gusts that would come through, and they would move you. I mean, it was miserable. And we weren't comfortable. Mike wasn't comfortable. I wasn't comfortable. And so we had to get closer. That's all there was to it. And we were able to get closer, luckily, do a little belly crawling, and we got within 200 yards. And then Mike got set up. It worked out perfect. He got set up where the wind wasn't hitting him too bad. He was laying down and comfortable. And then it was a waiting game because that bull had bedded in a bad spot. We had to wait for it to get up. Of course, laying there in that cold doesn't get you any warmer, and the excitement, the nerves, and everything else. And with that hard wind, you got to worry about bullet drift with any distance to your shot at all. And Mike was concerned about that, and so it was smart of him to move up. And like you said, then it's just a waiting game, and you spent forever there. Yeah, and he was shooting at a down angle, quite a bit of a down angle. It was steep. You know, when you're waiting on that opportunity, and then you get a gust of wind that comes through, and we had all the time in the world. It was just whether or not that time was going to happen with that bull being in a good location for him to pull the trigger, and he made it happen. It was a lot of fun. Mike's first bull. Congratulations, Mike. That
is great. Congratulations, and did a good job,
and a big bull for that country. It was
that area.
Yep, it was a big bull for that area, and he couldn't be happier. And it's going to be a hard one to beat for that area. So
he was pretty pumped up.
Yeah, to get your hands on your first bull, buck, whatever it is pretty special. And Mike, I was proud of him, and he was happy.
He's a good young man. Known him forever. They got down there and celebrated, high five.
We were back in there quite a ways, and so we were able to get him quartered up and off the bone, and we had horses back at camp. But we got that elk loaded on that mule and one of those horses, and we got it out of there, and it was fun. He got the full experience of a backcountry elk hunt.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's show. We certainly enjoy bringing it to you. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
Now always remember, check out our website.
Like us on Facebook.
And follow us on Twitter. Thanks a million. We'll see you next week, and God bless.
Closed captioning provided by Cryptek Apparel, from the battlefield to the backcountry.
I hear you.
Gosh. Look at this little baby.